Hi Flosstube, I'm back. Welcome to my channel about cross stitch. This is Flosstube episode number 9. Today is Saturday, October the 24th. It's been about a week since my last video. Welcome. Thank you for watching and liking and subscribing. I enjoyed some of the people commenting on my videos. And you can also find me over on Instagram at Mandy Meets Stitch, has the same name as my Flosstube channel. So let's see. Since it's only been a week, I don't feel like I have a whole lot to show. I don't have any. I didn't bring any previous finishes up here, and I don't have any finished or any finishes or FFOs for cross stitch anyway. I thought since I didn't have any of that to show you, I would show you like a quilting previous finish or just a general sewing previous finish. So sorry if you're not here for the quilting, but this is a pillow that I made. Shoot, and now I can't remember who designer of this pattern is, but it's a paper pieced pattern. So basically paper piecing is you get all of these little pieces, papers in this shape, and then you base the fabric onto it, and then you hand sew them together. And these purple pieces were the same thing, and then I just sewed it into a pillow, and I did some quilting on it. I don't love the quilting I did, but whatever. So this took me about probably a year of work, but I didn't work on it like straight through. Once I like sat down and actually focused on it, it didn't take that long, maybe a month or so. But I did this probably 3 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago now. And I'm sorry, I can't remember the name of the designer or the name of the pattern. Should have looked that up first, but oh well. And then as you can see behind me, one of my goals for the last 2 weeks was to finish these blocks, the owl blocks for this. I don't know if I ever showed this quilt, but for this quilt, this is Fancy Forest by Elizabeth Hartman. I have all of the blocks except for the dragonflies done, or fireflies, dragonflies, I think they're dragonflies. Firefly, yeah, because that doesn't look anything like a dragonfly. I don't know what I'm talking about. So I think I'm gonna cut those out tonight maybe, and hopefully start sewing. We'll see. But the owls are done. I'm happy about that. That's a lot of piecing. I don't know. It's hard to tell from far away, but like the owl, just the eyes, you have to sew all of these seams, and really, it took probably the whole 2 weeks, and that's all I sewed on. I mean, I did some stitching here and there, but still it took a long time. But I'm happy with the outcome, and working on this project has kind of made me start starching convert. I also am participating, sorry, this is kind of out of order. I'm participating, but I'm considering this a finish. I'm participating in the Socialites Quilt Along by Fat Quarter Shop. And so these are the blocks that I've done. We're on week 5 of like a 30 or 36 week quilt along. So basically every Friday a new block is released. It's free. There's 3 sizes, a 3.5, a 6.5, and a 9.5. And they give you a quilt layout. I haven't yet decided if I'm going to do that quilt layout. I am going to sew mostly the blocks that I like. So I didn't like week 4 so much. So I skipped it and made 2 of this last week, which are these ones. But I'm using a red, a red and a blue layer cake, and then this like patriotic layer cake that has kind of these red, white, and blue prints. I showed it in a previous video. If you're interested, you can go back. And I know where I'm going to hang this. I think I'm going to make it a wall hanging for my bedroom. But I don't know what the layout's going to look like yet, if I'm going to finish it like the Fat Quarter Shop does or not. But that was one finish, or partial finish. I guess I kind of just jumped right into stitching and didn't talk about life, but there's not a lot going on. I'm just working every day. Well, I work 5 days a week, and it's not always the same like I worked today. So I tend to work one weekend day every weekend, and then I have a day off in the middle of the week usually. But next weekend I have a whole weekend off, which is exciting. And then my little boy, my 4-year-old, started gymnastics, so that's exciting. He did it when we lived in Colorado, but this was his first class here, and he's a little older now, so I think he enjoyed it. And there was something. Oh, tomorrow we're going to a pumpkin patch tomorrow, so that's fun. Hopefully the rain stays away. We had a big rainstorm here tonight, but I don't think it's supposed to rain tomorrow. Okay, anyways, now I'll get into the stitching. So this first one, I'm pretty sure I showed it last time, and I don't know if I put any more into it. It's called Blackbird by Blackbird Designs. I'm stitching it on a piece of linen. It's probably a 32 count. I think I just put a few more border stitches in. And I'm stitching it with Color and Cotton Dark Truffle. So that's that. I was kind of in a weird mood this week. I really have not felt compelled to stitch a whole lot of fall stuff, and I kind of realized that I have to just stitch on what I want to stitch on. I can't make myself a plan or make myself a goal, because if I have a set goal or a set plan, I haven't been wanting to work on those things. Like, I wanted to get some more fall stuff done, and I was doing that magazine monthly challenge, and I set a goal to finish like 4 pieces, and I finished 2. And it's, I'm not going to finish them. I haven't even been really wanting to stitch like the monthly thing. So like this Trekking Along by Stitching with the Housewives, November. I finished the top word, and I was hoping to have it done. I should have it done by November, by the end of the month, but this is my progress. So I finished all the green. Next I'll probably do the pumpkins, maybe the turkeys. But I like to color complete when I can. I don't know why, but it feels like an accomplishment. This is stitched on 14 count chalkboard black Ada. I'm in the Fat Quarter Shop club. And so I don't know if I showed this last time, but we got the kit for the next month for December. So that's what it looks like. And that one I'm actually a little more excited to stitch. For some reason this November one hasn't been calling to me, and I haven't even started my November Cottages of the Month by Little House Needleworks. Next, this was a new start recently, just the other night. It's called Patchwork Crow by Heart and Hand. I think this was a pretty recent release. I didn't do a color conversion, but I just pulled from my stash with colors that I had. Oh, this is definitely more green. It's not showing up very good. Or not green, it's more like gray. Yeah, that's a little more true. But this is stitched on a piece of 28 count Lugana in the color Wren by Picture This Plus. I've never stitched with Picture This Plus before, I don't think. at least not their Lugana, and it is tight. Like this feels more like a 32 or maybe even like a 34. It does not feel like a 28. I even think I need to go down a needle size. I'm using a 26 needle, and I think I want to go down to a 28. But the problem is the 28s are pokey, so my finger gets sore if I use them. But I kind of didn't really want to. I wanted to stitch on it, but I didn't want to stitch on it because it was hard. That sounds bad, but it was just kind of hard to poke the needle through. That's that. I feel like I got a lot of progress on, not a lot of progress, I got a little bit of progress on a lot of things. This other one, I don't even know if it's worth showing you because I don't have the cover photo. It is called, what's it called? Autumn Garden? Yeah, Autumn Garden by Punch Needle and the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine, fall 2020. I am stitching it with similar colors I just pulled from my stash on a piece of, I think it's 32 count Scout by Seraphim Fabrics. And so this was one of my goals to finish for the magazine monthly challenge, and I like finished the border and then I didn't feel like working on it, and so today I finally did, and I got a little bit done. But this is like a fence, and there's a house, there's a vase with like a pretty flower, there's a bird on top of the house. It's a really pretty pattern. My mind has been scattered lately. I can't decide what I want to work on. Next, I'm pretty sure I showed this. I know I showed this last time. I think I put some stitches into it. This is called Little Quaker Halloween by Susan Aki. Free pattern using Orifloss. So we have the, I have the Orifloss in there. Stitch on my piece of 16 count. Looks like an ivory Aida. And that's all of my progress. It's stitching with 2 threads of the Orifloss, which is thinner, but I actually like the Orifloss, which you'll see in stash. I bought some more because Backwater Shop has it 30% off this month. I don't have much else to say about this. I just put a little bit of time into it, and then I got bored and moved on to the next project. Then okay, this is the Priscilla and Chelsea Stitching with the Housewives What's in My Cup series. I think this one's called Gobble. Let's see, I think it goes this way. I don't have the cover photo because it's a PDF. I have very little pathetic start. Yeah, so this is the cup. It's a turkey, and this is just like the little vine that I had, and I think this is, you can't even hardly see it. You can see it better in person, but the vine for like a pumpkin or something. So yeah, that's how bad I was. I just like finished or stopped. I didn't even finish a stitch. Like I must have had to go to work or something, and so I stopped suddenly, but like who does that? I didn't even finish out the stitch. I don't know. I'll have to at least finish that little section tonight. Okay, and then this one was like a total spur of the moment start. I'd seen like a little teaser on it from Barbara Anna Designs on Flosstube, or on Barbara Anna Designs. She's a designer. I saw a teaser for it on Instagram, and I was kind of like ho-humming. I don't need another project to work on, but it released on the 15th maybe. And so I bought it's a PDF mystery stitch along. It's called Christmas Cake. Sal, I think Christmas Cake. If you go to Creative Puppy's website, or if you find Barbara Anna Designs on Instagram, it's there. But I finished the top little section. Super cute. And it's making me, this is actually the first Barbara Anna design I think I've stitched. And it's kind of making me want to get that kit from Nitka Moscow, which if you watch other Flosstubers like Erin Two Martini Stitcher and Joyfield Stitcher, you've seen them talk about that. But she has like a Tree of Magic, which is like this big, beautiful tree with lots of little motifs. And then she kind of teased another one that looks more like wintry. That looks pretty cool. I need more stuff and more projects, like I need a hole in the foot, so I get so tempted. Last whip. And for whatever reason, this pattern has been calling to me. So I've worked on it. Like the last 2 nights, I put some stitches into it both nights. This is Madame Chantilly Spring, Celebrate Spring. And I've talked about this before in the like stitch along group or the club from Little Stitch Shop, Happy Little Stitch Shop on Etsy. Not on Etsy. She's just a website, Happy Little Stitch Shop. And so we get the basically we've gotten the kits with some 16 count Aida, all the DMC, the called for DMC, and the chart for the last couple months. And so we've gotten like spring, 4th of July, we got the Halloween, we got the Christmas, we got the summer, Easter's coming next, and then we're gonna get the autumn or the fall one that she just released. And hopefully she releases a winter one because I really like these and I plan to stitch all of them. And the floss is just like really beautiful. I just like the colors together. But here's my progress on it. So I think last time I showed it, I know I had this tray done, the stand done. I had like this half of the top done. So I got this put in, the flowers finished and the bird. And I just have to fill in this cup and do the little bird's beak, and the top here will be almost done. And I have a lot of work to do on the bottom, obviously, but this one's almost done. I'll finish this next with some little sheep, and there's like a plant here, and it's just so cute. All the little motifs are really, really cute. And so I'd like to have this one finished before spring so I can get it up. Lofty, lofty goals. So that's all my whip for this past week. But like I said, a little bit of work into a lot of different things. I'm usually not quite so scattered, but let me clear this stuff out of the way. And then I have some home. All because I can't help myself. Okay. So Art Quarter Shop, as you know, I'm a frequent purchaser from them. They're having a sale on Orifloss, so I bought, it's like 30% off, so I bought this Prim floss pack. I don't want to open it because it's kind of a pain in the butt to get the floss out, but they're really pretty colors, and you get 18 yards of floss on it, so it's a pretty good deal. I mean, I think this box was on sale. It was close to $50, so it's an investment. But you get 18 spools, 18 spools, 20 spools, 18 yards each. And a lot of people are using this for the like. She's got a Prim sew along, I think. I'm not doing that, but. And then because, you can't just buy one thing, and I'm a sucker for Madame Chantilly patterns, I got this Christmas stamps, and then I think that was a new release this year. Look at how cute that finish is on the back. Those little flat folds. That might be how I finish it. I would finish it, I wouldn't put the dates on there, I would just finish them each, probably individually, or maybe as a whole thing, who knows. And then this one was a new release recently, autumn delivery. I think she has a summer delivery, which I got, and this has 2 options, so you could do it with like a little witch or like this little cute girl. And then Gobble, what's it called? Turkey Trot Truck by Country Spirits. Oh, Homespun Elegance is the designer. And then I've been eyeballing this for a while, and I just threw it in my cart at Fat Corner Shop. Blackbird Designs Sweet Land of Liberty. I really like this Salute to Abigail one. The colors, I've seen several Flosstubers show it, and the colors are really pretty. So that was it from Fat Quarter Shop. I ordered a bag from Goose Designs on Etsy. I liked this print, and then I wanted to see what these little boards were like. Honestly, I wanted to see what they were like to see if I could reproduce it, because I made some, but I haven't used them, so I made them. And I think I could pretty easily make this, but the quality of her stuff is really good. I really like her bags. The vinyl's nice and thick, and it's just good stuff. Good stuff. And then I told you last time that I had one. I participated. I'm sorry, my nose. I had participated in Be Stitch Me's Friday Night Fight Night like 2 weeks ago, and I got 2 pieces. This is unnamed. It's a 32 count linen. And then I got this. I think this one's called Lemon. It's a 32 count Lugana. Pretty yellow. And then she does like giveaways every week. And I actually won, which is shocking. But I won this heartstring samplery. Consider the Lilies. And then I went and kitted it up with all the DMC. It's a lot. And this is a piece of 36 count Tyco by Picture This Plus. So there's that. And then also that arrived this week is Be Stitch Me's. I recently joined her Silk of the Month. This is my first month getting it. And then I've been in her Fabric of the Month for a little while. So if you're in these clubs and you don't want to see, you haven't gotten your fabric yet, look away. I'm warning you now. But here's the floss, which is really pretty similar to what came in the spooky box. Cauldron, Tombstone, Evil Queen, Poison, and All Lit Up. They're very pretty colors. I'm sure I will use them. I'm not disappointed that I had some already. And then I get the neutral fabric of the month, a 32 count Lugana. The color is Scotsman, and it's like a pretty blue-gray color. And then I also got from Lilly May Designs, their Facebook group. This is like what Priscilla and Chelsea's Christmas ornaments are on, 28 count even weave. They call it Ashley's Aqua fabric. It's a little bit bright blue. It's pretty. And actually, I just saw Misty Purcell from Luminous Fiber Arts. She had a new release of some like bird Christmas ornaments that was on like a blue background. I think I might use this for that too, because I haven't loved all the ornaments from so far from Priscilla and Chelsea. So I don't know if I'll stitch them. There was like one that I liked, I think, so far. I'm sure they'll come out with some that I don't like. I haven't been dying to stitch those ones. So I got that fabric. And then the last is, let's see, With a Needle and Thread released a new pattern called Winter Rose Manor. That's like, was initially like a retreat release a couple years ago. It's beautiful. I've seen it around social media for a little while, and so it just came out, and I pre-ordered it from Needle Case Goodies. It hasn't shipped yet, but I like it so much that I know I want to stitch it right away. So I went ahead and ordered, this isn't the called for fabric, but I thought it would be okay. This is a 36 count Beach Brew linen by R&R. And then I got some floss. I had to go to a couple shops to get the floss because, as you know, floss is hard to find. And so this was my first order with the dailystitcher.com. And so this is how it came, all cute and little on this little cording. And yeah, so that's all the called for us, I believe, for that pattern. And then, except for I couldn't find Gentle Arts Mulberry anywhere, and I have one skein, which looks okay, but then I also pulled out these other two that I had that I might throw in instead. This is Americana Cranberry from Victorian Motto, and this is Current from the Gentle Arts. Current, I don't know. So I threw those in the bag because I think there's a big giant bird on top that's probably what mulberry is used for, and so I might brighten it up a little bit. But that is going to be like I get it and I'm going to start it that day, because every time I see it, yeah. And that's it. I don't have a ton of plans other than I want to work on the dragonfly blocks for that. And then maybe I can get the whole top piece together. That won't happen in a week. But kind of gung-ho to finish that before I start any other sewing projects. What else? Yeah, I don't really have stitching plans. I'm gonna just try to plug away and stitch on what I feel like stitching on. I don't know what happened. I kind of lost steam on the seasonal stitching for now, and so I still feel like stitching. Nothing is like really captivating my attention for very long. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and leave me a comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I broke 100 subscribers, so that's kind of fun. I'm really not in it for the subscribers. I just kind of enjoy talking to myself on the camera. But I have, I would like to interact with people, and if there's more stuff you want to see, tell me. I can certainly show more quilts and whatnot if that's interesting to people. So yeah, I am gonna go work on some sewing, and I hope you all have a good night. Happy stitching.